I'm about to prove that compound growth is the biggest scam in personal finance. Not because it doesn't work, but because it's specifically designed to fail for 90% of people who try it. You've been told that if you just start early and invest consistently, compound growth will make you wealthy. That your money work for you through the magic of exponential returns. Complete lie. Harry believed this fairy tale for 3 years. He saved $200 every month like a good little investor. Meanwhile, his colleague Marcus dropped $50,000 into the same fund and made more money in 12 months than Harry saved in 3 years. That's when Harry realized the dirty truth. Compound growth doesn't reward discipline or patience. It only rewards people who already have a solid chunk of money. But then Harry discovered something that the asset managers and financial gurus desperately don't want you to know. Something that proves compounding isn't just a lie for poor people. It's actually rigged against rich people. The mathematical combination that creates real wealth has nothing to do with how much money you start with. And by the end of this video, you'll see exactly why small money has a secret compounding advantage that big money can never buy. Here's the evidence that flips everything backwards. Here's what they don't tell you about compound growth. It's designed to make rich people richer while giving poor people hope. Think about it. When asset managers talk about the magic of compounding, they always use the same example. Invest $1,000 at age 20, and it becomes $45,000 by retirement. Sounds amazing, right? Except they conveniently forget to mention that $1,000 in 1960 is equivalent to $9,500 today, and the minimum wage worker they're talking to can barely afford to invest $50, not $1,000. Harry fell for this trap completely. He watched YouTube videos showing compound interest calculators with their beautiful exponential curves. He read articles about teenagers becoming millionaires through patient investing. What Harry didn't realize was that every single success story started with something he didn't have: capital leverage. The teenage millionaire? His parents gave him $25,000 to start. The early retiree? She inherited a house and invested the proceeds. The average Joe success story? He sold his business for $200,000 first. Harry was trying to roll a snowball with a snowflake. Compound growth rewards weight, not willpower. And without weight, you're not compounding. You're just decorating a savings account. Why small money stays small? Let me show you the brutal math that proves compounding is rigged against regular people. Harry invests $200 monthly for 10 years in an S&P 500 index fund earning 10% annually. Total accumulated approximately $41,000. His wealthy friend Marcus drops lump sums totaling $50,000 in year 1, then contributes nothing. After 10 years, approximately $130,000. Same market, same fund, same time period. Marcus ends up with 3 times more money despite contributing only twice as much. Why? Because compound growth is exponential, and exponential functions explode when you front-loading capital. Here's the part that really stings. By year 15, Marcus's head start becomes insurmountable. His portfolio hits $500,000 while Harry reaches $100,000. Marcus is now earning $50,000 annually in passive returns, more than Harry's entire salary. This is why they call it critical mass. Once you have enough seed capital, your money starts working harder than most people ever will. But without that initial mass, you're fighting physics itself. The wealthy understand something poor people don't. Time doesn't multiply pennies into dollars. Time multiplies dollars into empires. High earners have figured out something that makes compounding even more unfair. They don't just have more money to invest. They have access to better investments entirely. Private equity funds require $500,000 minimums. Hedge funds want $1 million. Real estate syndications need $50,000 buy-ins. Angel investing requires accredited investor status. These investments often return 15 to 25% annually, while Harry's stuck with 8% index funds. The rich literally have access to better compounding rates because they already have money. Even worse, asset managers charge different fees based on account size. Harry pays 1.2% annually on his $40,000 portfolio. Marcus pays 0.6% on his $500,000 account. The system punishes small accounts and rewards large funds. But here's where the story gets interesting. Harry discovered something that changed everything about how he viewed compound growth. Something that proves the entire narrative might be backwards. If this is hitting home, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. The revelation I'm about to share completely flips the script on wealth building. and drop a comment. Do you feel like compounding has been working against you? I read every response. After feeling defeated for months, Harry stumbled across a different way to look at compound growth. What if the real advantage isn't about having big money? What if it's about having small money for a long time? Here's what Harry discovered. Wealthy people actually have a massive disadvantage that nobody talks about. Lifestyle inflation. Marcus, earning $300,000 annually, should be investing $100,000 per year. But his lifestyle expenses grew with his income. The luxury apartment, German car lease, expensive dinners, and private school fees consumed most of his raises. Result? Marcus was actually investing a smaller percentage of his income than Harry. Meanwhile, Harry learned to live on 85% of his modest salary. When he got raises, his expenses stayed flat. Every extra dollar went straight into investments. After 15 years, Harry invested 18% of total lifetime earnings. Marcus invested 12% of total lifetime earnings. The person making 1/3 the salary was actually investing a higher percentage. This is the first crack in the "you need big money" myth. But Harry's real advantage was something Marcus couldn't purchase at any price: time consistency. Marcus's investing followed his bonus cycle. Big contributions after good years, nothing during lean periods. His portfolio looked like a roller coaster of deposits. Harry's investing was automated, $200 every month, regardless of market conditions, regardless of his mood, regardless of emergencies. This created something powerful: dollar cost averaging. When markets crashed, Harry's $200 bought more shares. When markets soared, Harry's $200 bought fewer shares. Over time, this smoothed out his average purchase price. Marcus tried to time his large investments around market conditions. He inevitably bought high during euphoric periods and held back during crashes. His lump sums were often mistimed. The mathematical combination was stunning. Harry's smaller, consistent investments actually performed better per dollar than Marcus's larger, sporadic ones. Here's where Harry's story gets really interesting. While Marcus focused on capital leverage, Harry accidentally discovered something more powerful: skill stacking. Harry's monthly investment routine forced him to track his expenses religiously, research investment options, understand market cycles, develop emotional discipline, build financial literacy. These habits compounded faster than his money did. By year 10, Harry had become an expert at finding value. He negotiated better insurance rates, refinanced his mortgage at optimal times, and avoided expensive financial mistakes. Marcus, relying on his income ceiling and financial advisors, never developed these skills. He paid full price for everything and made costly errors that erased years of investment gains. Harry's system-building approach created multiple streams of value: investment returns, expense optimization, income growth through financial confidence, risk management through knowledge. The wealthy focus on making their money work. The wise focus on making themselves work better with money. After 20 years, something remarkable happened. Harry's portfolio hit $180,000, generating $14,400 annually in dividends. But more importantly, Harry had become a different person. His capital protection strategies weren't just about diversification. He had built multiple financial safety nets: emergency fund covering 8 months' expenses, skills that could generate income in any economy, network of financially literate friends, systems that worked automatically. Marcus, despite his larger balance, remained financially fragile. His high lifestyle required his high income. A job loss would be catastrophic within months. Harry could survive a job loss for years. His low expenses and investment income provided options Marcus never had. This revealed the ultimate truth about compound growth. It's not about the money you start with. It's about the person you become while building wealth. The real compounding formula. Harry's journey revealed that true compound growth has 3 components, not one. Component 1, financial compounding. Yes, money earning returns on returns. But this only works with consistency and time. Component 2, knowledge compounding. Each financial decision teaches lessons that improve future decisions. This compounds faster than money. Component 3, behavioral compounding. Good financial habits create space for better financial habits. This compounds infinitely. Wealthy people often skip components 2 and 3. They throw lump sums at problems without developing the underlying systems. This is why 70% of lottery winners go broke. They have money but lack the behavioral and knowledge foundation. Harry built all three components simultaneously. His small starting balance forced him to optimize everything else. Here's the revelation that changes everything. Compound growth might actually be easier for people with small money, not big money. Reason 1. Higher growth rates. Going from $1,000 to $2,000 is a 100% return. Going from $100,000 to $200,000 requires finding $100,000 in gains. Small accounts can achieve higher percentage growth through optimization. Reason 2. Lower pressure. Harry could afford to take risks and learn from mistakes. Marcus's large balance created pressure to avoid any losses, leading to conservative low-growth strategies. Reason 3. Forced efficiency. Limited capital. Forced Harry to research every decision carefully. Wealthy investors often make expensive mistakes because individual errors don't feel significant. Reason 4. Longer runway. People with small money typically start younger and invest longer. This time, advantage often overcomes the capital advantage. Reason 5. Behavioral benefits. Small money investing builds discipline and knowledge. Big money investing can create complacency and dependence on advisors. If you're convinced that compounding isn't a lie for small money, here's exactly how to start. Step 1. Automate everything. Set up automatic transfers to investment accounts. Start with any amount that won't stress your budget. The automation matters more than the amount. Step 2. Choose simple, broad investments. Total stock market index funds or target date funds. Don't overthink this. Getting started matters more than perfection. Step 3. Increase systematically. Every raise, bonus, or windfall gets split. 50% lifestyle improvement, 50% investment increase. This prevents lifestyle inflation while growing your contributions. Step 4. Track everything. Monitor not just returns but behavioral patterns. What decisions improved your financial position? Compound those behaviors. Step 5. Build knowledge. Read one financial book per month. Listen to investment podcasts. The knowledge compounds faster than money in early years. The mathematical combination that creates wealth isn't about starting capital. It's about consistent behavior plus broad diversification plus long-time horizons plus continuous learning. Compounding isn't a lie if you don't have big money. It's actually more honest with small money because it forces you to focus on what really matters: time, consistency, and behavior. Rich people can buy their way out of compound growth through lifestyle inflation, poor investment choices, and behavioral shortcuts. Poor people are forced to do compounding correctly or not at all. Harry proved that compound growth rewards discipline more than dollars. His $200 monthly habit created more than investment returns. It created a completely different relationship with money. The real lie isn't that compounding doesn't work for small money. The real lie is that you need big money to start. Start today with whatever you have. Your future wealthy self will thank you for the decision you make right now. What's your plan? Drop a comment below and tell me how much you're starting with this month. Remember, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today.